Hello, and welcome to the Odyssey Lesson 19, Odysseus's Responses to Conflict, Book 9. In Lesson 18, we analyzed how phrases add specific meanings, variety, and interest to a text. Today, we will read Book 9 of the Odyssey, the rest of the book. For each major episode of Book 9, we will describe how Odysseus's response to conflict reveals his character and advances the plot with his interaction with others. You will need your copy of the Odyssey as well as the character motivation handout for Book 9. We will now read Book 9. Pay careful attention to the characters and the conflicts that are occurring. Remember that Odysseus was in disguise at the royal court. No one knew his true identity until Alcinous asked him at the end of the Book 8 to reveal his identity. In the previous lesson, we read and annotated the first portion of Book 9. We will finish the book today. Now we will read Book 9 together. I will stop at various moments to check for your understanding and for us to discuss some plot details. I want you to go ahead and take out your copy of the Odyssey and turn to page 214. We're going to start at the top of page 214, the very first line at the top of page 214. Again, we're at the top of page 214. When dawn with her lovely locks brought on the third day, then stepping the mast and hoisting white sails high, we lounged at the oarlocks, letting wind and helmsman keep us true on course. And now, at long last, I might have reached my native land unscathed, but just as I doubled Malia's cape, a tide rip and the north wind drove me way off course, careening past Cythera. 9 whole days I was borne along by rough, deadly winds on the fish-infested sea. Then on the 10th, our squadron reached the land of the lotus eaters, people who eat the lotus, mellow fruit and flower. We disembarked on the coast, drew water there, and the crewmen snatched a meal by the swift ships. Once we'd had our fill of food and drink, I sent a detail ahead, 2 picked men and a third, a runner, to scout out who might live there. Men like us, perhaps, who live on bread? So off they went, and soon enough they mingled among the natives, lotus eaters who had no notion of killing my companions, not at all. They simply gave them the lotus to taste instead. Any crewman who ate the lotus, the honey-sweet fruit, lost all desire to send a message back, much less return. Their only wish to linger there with the lotus eaters, grazing on lotus, all memory of the journey home dissolved forever. But I brought them back to the hollow ships, and streaming tears I forced them, hauled them under the rowing benches, lashed them fast, and shouted out commands to my other steady comrades. Quick, no time to lose, embark in the racing ships, so none could eat the lotus, forget the voyage home. They swung aboard at once, they sat to the oars in ranks, and in rhythm churned the water white with stroke on stroke. We're going to pause here and answer a question.